Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Dave Hovde. So we were on air live all afternoon with the severe line of storms that moved through the area. We didn't really have a chance. We had some difficulties. We had power that went out for a little while, so we weren't able to stream our shows like we usually do or clip all those shows for use here on the web. So this is a special web only after the severe weather update so we can get you ready to go and the expectations moving forward. What you're seeing right there on the screen, that is a look at some of the activity that is still moving through the region. But the main line of severe storms have moved now into Ventura and Los Angeles County, and no longer do we have warnings for the Central Coast. Now, just looking at a little bit earlier here, again, we're rewinding a bit. You can see those storms moving through Ventura County. They were in Santa Barbara County earlier, but behind that main line, it's not like we hit a switch and turned everything off. There's still some activity moving through the area, just not nearly as robust as what we saw earlier. So scattered light showers are possible again anytime through the overnight here, but it will not be severe. We won't see the strong winds or anything like that. But again, earlier, Grover Beach, all kinds of damage. And again, it's also featured lower in our news story at kspy.com. So it has not been determined yet whether or not this is a tornado or straight line winds or downburst of some kind. The National Weather Service will be on scene tomorrow to do an assessment. Now, a lot of wind damage happens in straight lines, actually. Tornadic damage has a particular signature, so that's what they're looking for, to see whether or not you see damage in circular patterns in a row or more of a straight line event that just kind of knocks trees down in one single line. So they're going to determine that tomorrow. I guess I'm not really going to take a position on it because the damage is absolutely significant. There was a Doppler indicated tornado, but the warning was very, very brief at around 4:15 in the afternoon in this area. And then after that, there were no more tornado warnings issued, but you can see all the damage that was done. Now, interestingly, yesterday we did have cold air funnels, but these are not associated with supercell thunderstorms. In fact, there were no severe thunderstorms yesterday, but we saw that rotation. So there is a rotation element in the upper atmosphere. We have a broad trough of low pressure across the region. It's still shooting instability through, but no more big frontal boundaries like what we saw this afternoon. That was a surface trough that was rotating through the larger upper level trough. So nothing like that coming right behind it. Now, you'll see in Santa Barbara County, it's lit up there in an outline of green. And that is an aerial flood advisory through 10 o'clock. Now, no new additional rain is going to fall. I made this graphic earlier. The Weather Service fear was that 1 or 2 inches of rain could fall on top of the already saturated ground. From the ground reports I saw, we picked up like a very quick half that fell very, very fast. So that can cause isolated, very fast flooding, but not usually broad scale flooding because the amount of new water is limited. Additionally, you'll find other coverage at kspy.com about the filling reservoirs and the spilling reservoirs today, too. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be a large tidal bulge, about 7.5 feet. We've got water running off into the ocean. We've got the tidal bulge, and then we've also got surf. And all of that adds up to put a lot of water at the coastline. We've actually seen fatalities caused by coastal flooding. So, not to be diminished, it's usually a minor thing if you take general precautions, but you have to be careful near the water. There are going to be low snow levels, so we're going to see a few inches of snow down to about 4,000 and 5,000 feet with this scattered activity through the area. There's a look at the high surf advisory through noon. That's 10 to 16 footers out there. And this is a look at the modeling hours to come. Again, you can see scattered activity, nothing really in a long line, just the fact that pop-up showers and, downpours, brief heavy downpours are still possible. But if you look at the trending here, it is a trend toward diminishing activity throughout the day on Thursday. By the time we get into Friday, it looks like we're pretty much done. And again, you can see that trough in the upper level atmosphere there in the center of your screen to be replaced by a ridge, that larger feature now just now moving in over the West Coast, if you look at that there. And that usually means temperatures warming, and that's exactly what we have in our forecast is warming temperatures. So for Thursday, we're going to see those daytime highs back generally in the mid-50s. Again, we're still stuck in the trough on Thursday, so it's this cold air rotating at the base of that upper level river of air that guides surface low pressure systems. St. Inez Valley, mid-50s, South Coast close to 60. But the 7-day community cast gets temperatures back up. I'm sorry, Paso, my face is covering you right now, but mid-60s on Tuesday and Wednesday, San Luis as well. Might even be able to squeeze out 70 degrees. Again, thanks for joining us for this very special and web-only weather presentation. And we have more for you tonight on CW at 10 o'clock and KSBY at 11. And of course, tomorrow morning, Vivian's back with KSBY News Daybreak, covering things along with Neil Hebert. And just a special note here, Vivian stayed all afternoon with me to cover the severe weather. So kudos to her. She does yeoman's work around here, and she is very, very much appreciated. Okay, folks, thanks so much.